Hi, Mary with Reviewer's Diary. Welcome back to my channel. I am here today with my 100 pan intro. This took quite a bit of work. I know I have at least 100 items, but in order to keep it interesting and to vary products a little bit, I have gone and gotten some hair things, some face care things, some lotions, some eye creams, body cream, and a whole mess of makeup. A lot of makeup. And this will run for a period of about 12 months. May go slightly longer depending on how long it takes to finish the products. One thing I did want to say is if anything irritates my skin, that will leave and be replaced by something else. If you don't like long videos, then you might want to go look at one of my other videos or at someone else's video, because just covering all this material, it's going to be a long video. So get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, relax, sit back, and get ready for the show. I did add one cologne. It is Elizabeth Arden Splendor. And you can see I did put a mark here. This has like slightly spicy, flowery scent. It's really, really nice, but it's not my favorite. But I am going to use this up. It's Elizabeth Arden. Elizabeth Arden's not cruelty free. I'm starting first with this Tresemme hairspray. This has always been one of my favorite hairsprays. This one is the number 3, which is like kind of a softer hold. Does make your hair just a tad bit on the crunchy side, but it is something that really controls. However, Tresemme is not cruelty free. This is full. You know, I had this in my cabinet. I just have not pulled it out because I've been using like little sample sprayers and stuff like that. This Tresemme mousse. Now this feels pretty full, but I know I've used it a number of times. This is Extra Firm Control number 4. Also not cruelty free. I really love this stuff, but they decided to sell in China. So as soon as I finished the shampoo, I stopped buying it. I still do have this mousse, which is one of those liquid, it's like those liquid soap dispensers where you push the button and it, you know, sends out a bunch of bubbles into your hand. And it is up to this line here. I am going to use this up, and I'm never going to buy organics again, not unless they get out of China or China changes its laws, which I don't see that ever happening, but some companies are starting to pull out of China, so I'm hoping that's the case with this. Hair oil. I have a ton of hair oil, tons and tons and tons of hair oil. This is also organics. I love this coconut oil. Again, not cruelty free, so I won't be buying it again. And you can see I marked the line is right about at the top of the label. It may be tough to use 2 things of oil, but I do have another. This is a Nexus hair oil. It's very nice, smells wonderful, leaves my hair feeling really nice. Problem, not cruelty free. So I do plan to also use this up. So I will be using 2 hair oils fairly consistently until they're gone. Gorge, I'll Make You Look Amazing Daily Spray. Now this I know is not full, but I can't see through the bottle. I did use this quite a bit, so I'm just going to guess that it's right about here. This is really nice. I'd spray this on as a nice conditioner, and sometimes even on dry hair I'll throw a little bit on there. So this is a pretty good product. I have one more hair product, and that is this Perfect Ending. And the only reason, this is cruelty free, and the only reason that I put this in is because it's about a year old. It's very liquidy. It is cruelty free. This is by eSalon. I like it. It's great for, you know, getting the tangles out of your hair. And it is right about to there. I just want to use it up because it's a really nice product and it's about a year old. So it's kind of past its prime maybe. I don't know, but I want to get this done and over with. I have these rock cleansing pads. I love these things. I really do love these things. It's down that much. I think I have probably about 2 months worth of pads in there. These are great for scrubbing your skin, and I just love the way they feel, but again, they're not cruelty free, and so I want to use them up so that I stop using them. I'm going to miss these. Next, I have 2 of these Elizabeth Arden things. Privage. These came with gift sets. These are kind of heavier than just sample, but they're not full size. I would like to say they're probably travel size. I'm going to count these as separate items only because they're like really full. I used this one obviously a couple of times. The pumper flips up when you turn it and flips down. I'm going to keep this one up because this is the one I'm currently using. When this is gone and then this will be gone, then that is going to count as 2 items. I also have this super hyaluronic acid stuff from Hado Labo, not cruelty free, sadly. This is very liquidy, and I do put this on a lot of times as a serum before I put my regular moisturizer on. Another item in the serum area is this Privage. This is cruelty free. As you can see where I am, I did mark the label. This is cruelty free. It's not really an oil. It's kind of like got vitamins and things in it. So I use this most of the time as a serum after I wash and I use my Thayer's Witch Hazel. I have 2 eye cream things. I will use these up. This one I'm going to keep in my vanity. This is Olay, not cruelty free, and it's full. I've dipped my finger in it a couple times, but it only takes a tiny bit, so that is going to go right back into my vanity because I put it on just before I put on concealers. And this will go back into the cabinet. This is actually 2 separate products. One is a regular eye cream for underneath, and the other one is for the above eye area. These Elizabeth Arden ceramide capsules. This came like it was a purchase with a purchase thing, and I think there are about 10 of them in there. I do like these, but even when I was getting Elizabeth Arden all the time, I always thought these were a little too overpriced for what they really are. Elizabeth Arden creams. One is daytime with SPF, and the other one is nighttime. These are not cruelty free and they cost me a fortune. I am going to use these up. I have 2 creams that I'm currently using. This one, Regenerist. Now this is down a little bit, up to about half. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I put my arm over it. It's down to about half, but it's very thick, so you don't need very much. And then there is this retinol cream, which is not, it's not really retinol. It's like vitamin A cream. I just love the way this smells. It reminds me of my mom and her using her cold cream. And we all, by the way, hi Mom. Found out she watches my videos. We all have memories of stuff like that, and this cream makes me feel like, oh, Mom's here. I also have this Metacell Redness Relief Cream. I have no idea whether this company's cruelty free or not. It's like impossible to find that information. I don't really like the way this smells, but I like the way it feels. So when my skin is really irritated, I put this on and it just like, it's like magic. The redness goes away, the irritation goes away. I'm kind of seeing a shadow right around here. So, you know, it's only 1.7 fluid ounces, so it should go pretty quickly, but it's really like 1 pump is like way enough. It's almost too much. So this is something I have to use up during this year because I got this about 6 months ago. I have this Dr. Brandt Laser Tight. I've used this a couple times. I don't know what the fuss is. It's like nice, but I don't know that it's going to do anything for me. It's got this weird packaging, so it's like, I don't know how much is actually in this, but you press this and it comes out there, and I don't know. I got this quite a while ago. I'm gonna throw a cleanser in there because I've had this for over a year. I do like it, but it's not cruelty free. It's this Cleanance cleansing gel. Now it does say that it's for oily skin, but what I found is that it does work for regular skin like mine, which is kind of like normal, sometimes dry if I'm not careful. So you can see that I've marked the label, and I'll finish using this up. It's really nice. Avene Cleanance. This I got for free on Amazon Vine. Like, it's not like sponsored or anything like that. I did write a review for this, which was not a really good review, because I tell them, okay, so if you're going to give me your product, you're going to get an honest review. I will never like fake a review, because my viewers are more important to me than a company is. Just saying. So this Life Cell, it's by South Beach Skincare. It goes for some outrageous price. By the way, they're endorsed by PETA. It is cruelty free. It goes for some really outrageous price. And I remember thinking, why am I even trying something that's that expensive? Because if I love it, I'm never going to be able to replace it. Well, I didn't love it. But it's got all kinds of good stuff in it. Like, it's got, you know, ceramides and vitamins and niacinamides and everything you could possibly want in a cream. Now, this is not moisturizing pretty much at all. For somebody like me with normal to dry skin, this is really more of a serum. And I think that might be the intent of this, because it's not terribly moisturizing. But I'm going to finish this up because it's kind of been sitting on the vanity and looking at me and saying, why are you not finishing me? I'm so expensive, la 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 la. So, so I'm going to use this as well. It's a lot of face products, but I do use a lot of face products. Now this, I've had this for about a year. I don't really like the smell of maracuja oil. This I hesitated to use all through the winter months because it does give you a very slight glow, which I don't mind in the summer. I think what I'm going to do to help me use this up is I'm going to use a drop here and there in my foundations, and that might actually help use this up. This is full. Like, I think I only used it a handful of times. It's got to be used and gone this year because I have another one. So I have two. I'm not that crazy about it, but I've already opened the other one too, and I can't give it to anybody. So I have two Neutrogena sunblocks. They are not cruelty free. This one I have used on my face and will probably use up on my face. It's called Clear Face, but it doesn't like dry out dry skin. You just don't break out from it. So, you know, it's just damn fabulous. But and this is great. I use on my arms and my chest. They are still both pretty full because I've been using them sparingly. Well, I'm not going to be sparing anymore. These two have to go. They are not cruelty free, so that's two more items. Sea Booth, which is cruelty free. The reason I included this is because I have two of them. They were on sale, and it was like buy one, get one free or something like that at Ulta. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. But then I didn't think about all the other creams and things that I already had. So I do have to use this up because one of the things, and I did mark where I am so far, one of the things with creams is if you don't use them, they start to separate and they get kind of nasty. So this is not separated. This is still wonderful, smells great, has everything that you could possibly want in it. I just don't want it to go bad, especially since I have another one waiting in the wings that is full. Then there is this Shea Body Butter. Tree Hut. Now I just ordered some more Tree Hut, so not going to be included in this, and it's a different scent. I don't really like the coconut lime scent, because the overriding scent is the lime, and it's not a pleasant lime. It's down about, I'd say it's down about a third. And I'd use this on my feet before I go to sleep. So I'll put this on my bedside table again and start to use this up. And finally, the last item in this category is this bio oil. When I bought this, bio oil was cruelty-free. Then they decided to sell in China. So guess what? Bio oil is no longer cruelty-free. But this bio oil is fabulous. I had a face wash that gave me welts on my face and these big dry patches and caused a lot of problems. And that's when I bought the bio oil. It like basically cured my problem. I'm going to be using this big bottle. I have a little one already on my vanity. I was able to get like for $20 or something. I bought this at Sam's. So I have this little one that I've been using with my makeup in my vanity area. This one I will concentrate on using everywhere, like body, and because they do recommend that you use it on your body. There are a couple more face related items I did want to add, and that is mainly because they've been sitting around for so long that I haven't been enjoying using them, and that is these products. Now I'm going to start first with this really sweet looking bottle of Natural Skin Brightening Complex, and this is by Lotus Moon. So it's kind of a serum. Okay, next thing is this Peter Thomas Roth. Oh, and by the way, this is cruelty free. This is not. Peter Thomas Roth, this is an SPF face block. I will put this on after I put on all my other stuff before I do my primers and my makeup. It's important to protect your skin, and I do want to use this up because it's Peter Thomas Roth. It's a ½ ounce, which in the cosmetic industry is actually a lot. This is also another sunscreen. This is by Collab. I don't think that it's cruelty free. I have to look it up again because somebody else said, oh yeah, they're cruelty free. Well, I thought my research told me that Collab is not. So this is Nourishing Fluid Veil Face Sunscreen. I also have this Josie Maran, and I've heard nothing but good things about this stuff. Josie Maran's Argan Daily Moisture SPF 47. This looks like a ½ ounce. I've never used this, so this is full. And I'll use this definitely. I would like to use up some of this little stuff because it's just getting old. Now this is a dry face oil. It's by Vita Liberata. 0.34 fluid ounces, and it is SPF 50, so I'll definitely use that. Next I have the Clarins UV Plus. So this is Clarins, which is not cruelty free. It's UV Plus, and it's multi-protection SPF 50. I have 3 of these super goops. Now for the purposes of this video, I'm only going to include one of them. City Sunscreen Serum, SPF 30, Anti-Aging UV Damage Complex. And of course there's the little bunny, and it is cruelty free. So I do want to start out by saying that I am going to use this spray up. Expires June 2017, so I do have another year for that. I love these sprays. I actually used this one as a pre-makeup spray the other day, and it worked really well. So I may continue to do that. This is SPF 50, I believe. I'm not positive because I can't see it. But this is a sunscreen laden product. So I'm going to be using this up. Reason being, even though it's not near expiration, is because I have 2 of these. I have 2 of so many things. Next primer spray type of thing is this Urban Decay All Nighter. This is in my Use It Up by 2016 makeup thing. I'm keeping it in here because I have 4 of these bottles. Yeah, 4. I do love this. This, I think, is probably the best face spray on the market right now. After I use this, my makeup just looks so much brighter. I have 4 primers. 2 are cruelty-free and 2 are not. I'm not sure if this one is even good anymore, so it may end up getting replaced pretty quickly, but I have the Marcel primer. I've only used this once or twice. This is a very silicone type of a primer. I have this CoverGirl. This is just not cruelty-free, so I'll be using that pretty quickly. This one is also not cruelty-free. I think this is a silicone-based. And this one is my favorite one. My Laura Geller primer is like so comfortable and so not feeling like silicone at all. I do want to use this up though because this is about a year old. Alright, so next I'm moving into the powders. And I have 3 powders that I have to use up. Now to start with, I have this NYC powder that I've been working pretty intently, heavily on. You can see I've hit quite a bit of pan here. Usually when I hit pan, products go by so much faster, so I'll be using this up. Also, this is Physicians Formula. This is not cruelty-free. All NYC products are not cruelty-free. This is cruelty-free, and this, because it's by Physicians Formula, I'm going to use this powder up just because of its age. And I also have this powder by Clinique. This came with this little brush. I don't really use this brush that much. It's a nice little brush though. And this is the kind where you turn the wheel and more powder comes out. This does match me exceptionally well. It's really nice. I do have to make sure I have plenty of moisturizer on though, because it tends to dry my complexion out. It's this Physicians Formula. It's like a mineral wear. I can use it over makeup, but you can also use this instead of wearing liquid makeup. And I've been in love with this for years. I have an extra one, and this is the Physicians Formula mineral wear. And it is right to there. So it's about halfway done. It's a really exceptional product. Now I'm going to start first with this La Roche-Posay. This is not cruelty-free. This is not a cruelty-free company. I'm not wild about it, but I can use it, and it's got SPF in it. If this causes any irritation, I only used it a few times. It has a pretty strong smell, kind of like a nature fresh, oh my gosh, that made my nose itch, fresh cut grass smell to it. So I'm not sure if this is going to survive this challenge. Next is the CC cream from Physicians Formula. This is in the color Light. I don't know if those of you out there notice that, and it doesn't have any kind of odor at all, which is nice. Physicians Formula version of Light is really like more like a medium. I mean, look at the color. So this is something I can only really wear in the summer months when I may have a little bit more color to my face. This is Pond's BB cream. This has been opened and used once or twice. It's pretty much full. It's in the color Light. As you can see, the SPF already expired. It's still working fine. It hasn't separated, so I'm going to be including that as well. And there are 3 more products. One is this Cargo, and you can see I do label things with a little label for when the SPF is going, and that's usually only when something's close to being done. So I did label this, and the SPF is no good anymore, but guess what? It really wears beautifully. It's this NYC BB cream. I love this. I really do. But NYC is not cruelty free, so I'm going to use this up and get it out of my collection. And I have this Dr. Brandt, which I did throw into my 7 by Spring, but the color is so dark that I can't wear it. But I can definitely wear this when the summer and spring come along. So that is 6 BB and CC creams, and it looks like only 2 of them are cruelty free. Now, I did include quite a bit of foundation, but mainly because the foundation is gonna be old. I mean, really old. So I have to use this stuff up. So I have 6 foundations that I'm putting in here. My expectation and goal is that I should be able to finish a couple of them, but or at least make good headway in these products. So I'm going to start first by just showing you that I have the Tarte Maracuja. This is like a nice full coverage, and it looks really nice on me, but I'm going to use this up, or at least use half of it, and that's cruelty-free. The next cruelty-free item I have is this Born This Way. This is like one of those holy grail foundations. It just looks beautiful, beautiful on. I do love this, but I got it about, oh gosh, I want to say 3 or 4 months ago. I do want it to be gone by the end of this challenge, because I'll buy it again for sure, and I'll buy this again for sure, but these things are going to go bad. So I have this cheap one, and this is by Wet n Wild. I don't know why I'm even including it. It's very thick. It doesn't have a pump. It just has like an opening, but I have used it a number of times. It matches me to a T. So, and this feels very comfortable, and so that's also cruelty-free. Looks like all of my foundations except for one is not. The ones that I picked anyway. I also have the Neutrogena Healthy Skin. This is the one that's not cruelty-free, and this has been in a makeup challenge, and it's currently in my weekly makeup drawer, which is set to change today. So, yeah, this is going to change, but I'm going to use this up because I just have to. This is very liquidy, but as you can see, it's just an opening. I kind of don't like foundations that just have like an open hole, because I don't want to touch my finger to that. Even though I wash my hands before I do my makeup, I just don't like the idea of like you're still going to have some stuff on your hands. So I pour it onto a foundation brush. This I bought when I was in Florida. That was only a couple months ago. This halo is like really nice. It's got a nice pump. You just look like healthy when you put this on. This is just super nice. I do want to get down to at least half on that, because it's not that old. This is old. This I bought over 6 months ago. And this is Laura Geller. Yes, it looks slightly yellow. I know some people are like, wow, it's yellow. I'm never going to use that. Well, guess what? The yellow goes away. It blends with your skin. It gets rid of redness. This stuff covers like my freckles and every imperfection. So this is like fabulous foundation. Included in these cream products, I'm going to include the under eye concealers that I have that I want to use up this year. One of them is this True Match Rimmel, not cruelty free. It's pretty nice though. This is cruelty free. This is LA Girl, I think it is, LA Girls. And it's dark for me, so this is going to be definitely summertime. I want to use up this Ulta concealer and this NYX concealer. These are the concealers that I want to use up. NYX, I believe, is cruelty-free, though some people are telling me it's not cruelty-free, but I believe it is because that's what my research has been showing. Ulta Cosmetics, I just re-evaluated them again, and they are cruelty-free. This one's cruelty-free, this one is not. So these are the 4 concealers that I'm going to have a goal to finish. I'm going to use this concealer up. I do use this. This is that nasty stick stuff that can make you look like you're 100 years old. But if you strategically place it, and I don't look so good today because I didn't get much sleep, then it doesn't get in lines. You just can't put it near the lines. I want to get these Neutrogena things out of my life. It's actually a blush, highlighter, and bronzer. Very mild color, goes great on my pale skin, but it's Neutrogena, so it's not cruelty-free. So those 3 items are definitely going to be finished. I am going to finish this blush by Elizabeth Arden. This was one of those purchase and a purchase things, and I had it in a couple product pans and I didn't finish it, so I do want to finish that and get that out of my life. I do have some cream products that I also wanted to add. You know, these cream products, they don't last, they go bad. I have this Doll 10 blush. They haven't answered me about whether they're cruelty-free or not, so I'm going to assume they're not. I have Bella Pierre. This is cruelty-free, and this is a cream blush that I'm currently using in my makeup basket. I also have this e.l.f. whipped one that my daughter gave me. This one, it's a blush. Very nice, but cream again. And the last 3 cream face products that I have that I wanted to definitely use up are these items. This came in either Birchbox or could have been in any box. I think I got Beauty Box 5 a couple times. This might have been in there. This is a cream highlighter, and it still smells beautiful, and I've barely used it. It looks like it's got a little dimple in there, but that's not from use. That's the way it was when I got it. So I'm going to be using this cream product up. This is my absolute favorite highlighter, and when this is gone, I'm going to buy it again. This is a Starlux highlighter, and you just put like a couple dots and it blends really easy like water. And I just love the way this makes your skin look. And finally, this e.l.f. highlighter. This is a little bit bright, so I always put it on underneath my powder. This one I can put over my powder, but this one goes under my powder, and just a couple dots on my cheekbones. And this really, I don't even know how old this is. I got this before, this might have been in my very first e.l.f. bag, so that's quite a while ago. I think I got this in, I think it was a Sample Society before it became Allure Beauty Box, and then before it became Allure Beauty Box Sample Society, it was the original incarnation a couple of years ago when I first started collecting makeup. And it's still, I've used it a few times, but there's still a ton there. So this is going to be my powder highlighter. I do think highlighter just like makes you look so bright and like you've really popped. And I'm also going to include another blush. But I've wanted to use this blush for a while, and this is cruelty free. It came in a BoxyCharm box. And the color is just so beautiful that I definitely want to use that. And I'll make it a goal to use this up. So, holy crap, I think I've just gone over 100. But I have a couple more items to add, and these things are going to disappear over the period of time anyway, and some things are going to get pulled out. So I'm over 100 now, but I'm going to go ahead with the remaining products that I have in this basket. I also have this Borghese eyeshadow set. My goal with this is just to hit pan on all 3 of these colors. This is really beautiful, and I used to love Borghese cosmetics, but Borghese is not cruelty free, and so I'll be using this. Another item that I want to hit pan on is this Clinique eyeshadow set. This was a purchase with a purchase thing, so I think they're probably not very full, but I want to try to hit pan on at least 2 of the colors here. It's neat because they have the colors printed on the back, but I do want to hit pan on at least 2 colors in this. Oh, forgot, I have a setting powder that goes with the under eye stuff. And finally, I have this was my very very first Tarte gift from my daughter. I have not cleaned it, I apologize, but there are two colors in here that I want to hit pan on with this. If not use up, I'm so sorry I didn't clean this. There's a green and a purple in here that are just too stunning. And that's this color and this color. And I want to hit pan on those. There's a little bit of a divot in those. They're just so beautiful, and I never use them, so I figured if I put them in this challenge, then they'll get used. I added a couple of eyeshadows, two Ulta shadows. One of them I've already hit pan on. This is my favorite color, and this one is just a little bit different. So this one I've been working on for a lifetime. It's not cruelty free, and I just want to get it out of my collection. It is down a little bit, but it's taking forever. It's driving me crazy. So this Milani Bella Eyes, and this is number 18. But I'll hold it up for you, and it's this beautiful color green. So you can see I haven't used this one yet, and that's one of the reasons I put it in this challenge. I love that color, and so that's why it's in here. I am going to use this eyebrow stuff, and when it's gone I will sub in another eyebrow product. This has been used multiple times, but it doesn't feel like it's anywhere near done yet. So these are the mascaras that I think I can finish in a year. Now you know how I feel about mascaras that are having more than 2 mascaras open at a time. Unfortunately, currently have 3 open. That's these 2, and these 5 have not been cracked open yet. So I'm going to go over these mascaras. These are going to be a separate part of this challenge because I have a whole drawer full of mascara. It's getting kind of crazy now. Alright, so I have this Lancome. Got this gift with a purchase thing. It's this in French words. Lancome's not cruelty free. I also have an Elizabeth Arden here. This was another one of those gift with a purchase. Doesn't feel very heavy, but it is a full size. So I'll use this. This is Clinique, and it's very nice, but and I've had one of these before and liked it, but it's not cruelty free. This one is open, so I got to put it back in my makeup basket. This is Wonderlash by Rimmel. It's the one with the argan oil. I'm not tremendously impressed, but I don't dislike it. I just don't know that it's like all that special. This one is CoverGirl, definitely not cruelty free, and this is opened already. And this is Plumping Mascara. So those 2 both have to go right back into my makeup basket. The other 2 are not open, and they are actually both cruelty free. One of them is Glow Minerals. This came in a Beauty Fix box. And this Tarantino mascara, very heavy. The packaging on these Tarantino products is amazing. This Tarantino mascara is cruelty free, and I've never opened it. So anyway, these are the 7 mascaras that I am going to be able to use up. This, and I'll throw a couple of like other ones in as these run out. Mascara doesn't last a long time, so using that amount over the course of a year is not that big of a deal. I did add 5 mini nail polishes. Let's see if I can not drop them and break them. Oh my god, I can't. Alright, so this one is from Elizabeth Arden. It is partially used. It's right up to the E in Elizabeth Arden because I think I manicured once or twice with that. So that is 1. This one I just got from Ulta. Brand new. Came in like a giveaway bag. And it's a little teeny tiny thing, but you know, I'll definitely use that. I already have a full-size nail polish challenge, but these 5 will be added to use it up for the year. Okay, so I also have this little one that came in an Ipsy bag. I was kind of hoping it would not be this small, but it's pretty small. So far, these are the only 2 that are cruelty-free. Anything by Elizabeth Arden is not. This Ulta is also cruelty-free. I have 2 of these, but I included the full one. I have one that's down, it has a couple of marks on it, but I included the full one in this challenge, and because I figured that way I'll use this all up. And then finally I got this a long time ago. I think it was from Birchbox, and this is a mini Ruffian nail polish. I will have to look up whether these things are cruelty-free. I usually say whether things are cruelty-free or not in my empties videos. So that is it. That is over 100 products. Let me know what you think. Oh, I didn't add eye pencils and lip pencils. I'm not going to, because now I'm over 100. So what I will say is I will concentrate on using all of my moist pens, the eyeliner pens, because those are the ones that are going to go bad first. So therefore, I'm just going to say that I'm going to use those. And by the way, I already have a container that I have saved to put all of my makeup empties in. And so what I'll be doing is saving these until the end of the year. Once I empty them, they're going in there. So anyway, thank you very much for your patience and for watching this whole incredibly long thing. I apologize that it's so long, but it's not that easy to cover this many products. So thank you again for watching, and have a beautiful evening. Good night.